3. Infamous boys, I have to say, they were kind of my dark horse. They were the team that I was cheering for a little bit. I really like these guys. I want to see them do well. They were the Majestic squad at the Dota Pit Minor, and then they were under another name at the Minor or Major after that. And I'm forgetting.
And Vergesa.
On Vergesa, that was it.
The
that was the
hamburger
cat
cat.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Right. So
That's a classic.
not the exact same lineup, but some of the same core players, Chris Luck, Hector, now the Infamous squad. And they actually had a pretty good group stage, right? Performed beyond expectations.
Yep. Yep, beat a lot of teams. I think they took a game off of VP, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they might have won both against VP.
Maybe they won both, yeah.
VP didn't have a great group stage.
It's still crazy, though, you know, considering these guys are, like, South America typically doesn't do well when they come to tournaments. But
are they upper bracket?
I think they're just
not
lower. Yeah.
But they were just in the lower bracket.
They were in that like 5-way tie in their group where it was looking like there could be a big tie. I always look at the pubs of the whatever region TI is in, which is usually NA, just to see like how the players are doing and meshing together. And I noticed that a lot of the Infamous players were carrying some like star-studded like Chinese lineups, like, you know, Paparazzi would be on Team Whisper's just like carrying him as an offlane Mirana, going like 5-0, like rotating to his lane, killing everybody, and yeah, so I kind of had high hopes for them, just seeing that they came into the region and were just like completely crushing pubs.
Okay, and we have the really fun hero picks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Started out with a mag, the ALK response.
Yeah.
Know exactly what you're getting in this game.
Pretty early Slark grab though, isn't it? I can pick Slark for Infamous.
It's
fairly early, yeah.
It is. I know it is pretty popular in pubs. Like for at least right before the group stages, it was like the most picked hero. It was like Rubik, Slark, just a huge trend. So I guess like picking it up early just so it doesn't get second phase banned. So you have like the Slark Magnus. I guess it's their answer to Alchemist.
I like the hero a lot more when it has this mag. I think it actually needs that some kind of damage buff, like Bloodlust, Empower, etc. Right. Just to put it a little bit over the edge. The hero feels a little weak if it's just kind of itself. It really thrives on the buffs though, so I like the pick.
Is it actually kind of decent against Oracle in the sense that you can just constantly build stacks until the ultimate runs out?
It happens sometimes, but I don't know if you really have to be concerned about it.
You can purge the reverse polarity, right, with the Oracle ulti, but not with the Q.
Yeah, only with the ulti.
The Q is
only the ulti.
Yeah, it's like a strong dispel. So that's still pretty good though, because like typically Magnus will, you know, RP like 1 or 2 people, and you know, you obviously want the 5-man RPs because they look really cool, but that's not super typical. People just go for like the 2-man.
People are just too good at this game. They're not going to get 5-man RP.
Yeah, it's
maybe with Vacuum, but I don't think you're going to pick both of them together.
I've seen a couple 4-man Ag Storm pools lately. So
oh yeah,
that one is a little harder to dodge. You know,
that's cheating because he just
unexpected.
He just zips
so
anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, your only counterplay is just move out of the way.
Yeah, of where Storm could be, which is everywhere. What's the response?
All right, now Shadow Demon picked up for Infamous in response to that Elder Titan.
And also against the Oracle, when you put the ulti, the Shadow Demon ulti on the Oracle, any heal that he does gets instantly purged. So it's a really nice counter to the Oracle.
Yeah.
I like it a lot as a save against ALK stuns and Elder Titan ultimate setups, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. We saw the same thing in the OG game earlier. The SD banish pretty much negates the ET setup, and generally you never hit your ult because they just get banished.
Yeah, that feels bad.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's really good offensively too. Like you can set up a pounce, you can set up a skewer back early on. It's actually really nice.
Yep.
So on Infamous, they maybe need an offlaner. How do you guys feel about Magnus 5? People are really conflicted on that.
I hate it.
Z-Freak's just like nodding his head. Disappointment.
I think in this TI, there's a lot of 4s that are doing nothing in lanes because the hero's so strong later on with levels, but I don't know if you can do that as a 5 right now. I think the safe lane's really weak at the moment, and if you're not able to fight for your carry, you're just going to get stomped.
That's fair.
I think in this setup, it's kind of like it's almost like you have 2 4s. You know what I mean? Like over time, both of them are going to have to get farm. Like Shadow Demon is going to get farm, and Magnus as well.
But they're doing Slark mid against the Alchemist. Well, actually, I guess it's probably Alch safe lane, but it's like Slark or Lifestealer mid. I guess they could side lane these heroes too.
Yep, it's still open for them.
Yeah.
The side lane Lifestealer.
Yeah, it's pretty nice against the Sand King.
Yeah.
I hope it's a side lane Lifestealer.
Hey, if it's a good mid matchup, you know, he's really good against like Ember Spirits and some other heroes. All I can think of is Ember Spirit.
I haven't seen that one actually. I've seen Slark against Elk though, so it wouldn't really surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh. Looks like it's Mag Core.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, this
really
is
melee heavy lineup.
this is possibly Schofield's best hero, the Tusk. This guy is a Tusk spammer extraordinaire. Maybe Earth Spirit, but
It's kind of peculiar. They pick so much melee against Alk, ET, and Sand King. All of them tend to do pretty well in those heavy melee games.
Yeah. The Tusk is another save though, and even as a support, it benefits a lot from the Empower. Like you'll see this Tusk going in and doing a lot more damage than you expect, and it's better.
Okay.
I mean, you
You
can
have a
mag.
mag,
You
yeah.
can mag against it.
Yeah. So they're probably gonna have to put Mag in the Broodmother lane, wherever that is.
Yeah.
Almost always gonna be mid. And other than
Schofield's mag though.
that,
Yeah, so
okay.
Whisper's the one that takes the Tusk.
Oh,
Good
Or
try,
Tusk.
Jenkins.
All right.
all right.
The nice thing about the Brood here is that the supports don't do anything to Brood.
So wait, who's laning against the Brood then?
Yeah, maybe that's why they did the swap.
Tusk. Can't,
You can empower him, you know, and he can
you can empower him. That is
he
true.
can clear the spiders. Maybe that way. Just
Battle Fury Tusk.
yeah, that's real legit.
All right, that's not happening. Just calm down, guys.
What?
I mean, if you have empowered, you just buy Death Soul, right? And that's like more than enough.
Yeah, he's not actually gonna buy it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Cortus kind of sounds like a meme, but it is a hero that if he gets the momentum, he can sort of take over, right? Like his burst is pretty crazy if he's farmed.
Yeah, there's the old One Punch Man build where you go for Blightstone, Medallion, Desolator,
Yeah.
and you just one-hit supports, like literally full to zero. It's the most frustrating thing to play against.
I've been there.
It is so awful. Yeah, you're some Dazzle or something like that.
Yep.
And you just get one hit.
It's
It's
like,
like,
I've got Shallow Grave. I'll be good. Nope.
not when he 100 to zeros you. Yeah.
it used to be Shadow Blade, but now you need to activate the E before you punch.
Oh
someone.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So you
right.
can't punch out a Shadow Blade
Right.
efficiently anymore.
Right.
So what's the build now? You buy Blink. Just buy damage item, Blink on people.
I think people
As
just
a core,
snowball
I-
in.
yeah.
with,
Just
like,
snowball in and punch
yeah,
them?
I think so. That's usually what I see. There's like a few people that pub with this like One Punch Man build that are okay.
I mean, it's like so situational, right? It's like your game is just so good that you can do whatever you want, kind of. Deal.
yeah,
I'm still kind of worried about this Broodmother lane though.
yeah. I don't know what the response
What
is.
the
You'd think
response
Mag it would be decent, but they're not running it as a core apparently.
Yeah, he may just constantly run to the mid lane and empower whoever's there, or maybe
Yeah.
the Slark deals okay with Broodmother until later levels. I'm actually not positive.
I have seen people do that where they have a hero for like the first 3 levels and then they just immediately rotate the lanes to something that's better against Brood.
Yeah, but what's better?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
That's
you
a-
look at this lineup, and it's just none of them are really that great.
okay, so they're doing like
It is mid Slark.
mid Slark, yeah.
I guess the idea is you just put a bunch of help mid, and then you make it so that the Slark has enough to just not get run over by spiders.
I guess if you have these 2 really strong cores too in the Slark and the Lifestealer, you're pretty okay if the game. Well, then again, you're against an Alchemist and a Broodmother, but you're pretty okay if the game goes late. Like generally with these heroes,
Yeah.
but
That's a good question. Who does have the better late game here? It's kind of even. I would say maybe Navi a little bit.
I think Alchemist is just an insane hero in the late game. I don't
Yeah, you're
like
throwing
just-
Aghanims around.
Yeah, all the eggs.
Clearing out waves.
Yeah, then it's like the cleave talent comes really late, and everybody thinks like, oh, it's terrible because it's like level 20 cleave talent. What are you gonna farm? Well, 6 eggs or 5 eggs and like moon shards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you actually farm on Alchemist, and he's a right clicker now, so he can take your buildings.
I actually like the Infamous late game a little bit more. I think the Shadow Demon Purge and is just really strong against the Broodmother and the Alk. They're both gonna have a hard time connecting with targets, whereas Slark's gonna pretty much run around unimpeded.
Power definitely helps for Infamous.
Yeah.
And,
It's pretty heavy melee on both sides, right? So having that cleave is pretty good against Navi.
yeah, true. 4 melee heroes, 3 melee cores on Navi. That makes the Empower and the RP like super good.
Yeah.
And then Slark with Empower is just ridiculous with the stacks.
You can see
Much
Infamous trying to get the lanes right now. The Shadow Demon's like nearly running into the tier 3s, trying to figure out where Navi is. So want to make sure they get the lane matchups. It looks like they got it right. I think Alchemist is going to have a really bad time this game.
Oh, they put Alk in the off lane. Yeah,
They-
nice.
Yeah. No, he's in the safe lane.
Or safe lane.
I always hesitate when I'm about to say it might be a rough game for the Alchemist in the lane, because I just think, can't he just run into the jungle? You know, isn't that sort of where he wants to be anyway?
That's why safe lane Alk is just bullshit, honestly. you just leave the support the lane, and then they just get core XP.
Yeah.
While Alka's jungling freely.
Yeah, stacked easy camps are pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, he just jungles so stupidly fast compared to other heroes.
I redact what I said because now it's 3v2 in the bottom lane. Alchemist will be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? You want to prioritize the Alchemist, just give him the levels he needs, and then you just leave him. And then these supports are going to do fine in the lane. Can't really do too much.
This does worry me for Infamous, though. Like, already, there's just 2 lanes on Navi that are going to go really well. I think this Broodmother should take over against Slark around level 4. And Alk's going to free-farm in this lane.
This ET.
A lot of damage being traded here.
Yeah, they're fine.
Level 1 ET is actually like the best feeling in the game.
Yeah.
You're actually just so strong.
The hero's a lot of fun, especially when they try and go aggro.
So Slark on Broodmother. So far, so good for the Slark.
Yeah.
See how things pick up for Magical.
I really like the what was I gonna say?
What are these?
Tusk is really important in this game, in my opinion. Which I'm really glad that they're doing this, like this sort of thing, to secure the Tusk's lane. Because what Z-Freak was saying earlier is like the lanes as they progress are going to go better and better for Navi. So like they have to make rotations on Infamous, and the only hero that can really do that is Tusk. Like when's Slark really going to rotate? I guess when he gets drums or something. This is worth it.
Yeah.
This is actually worth it.
Yeah, this is always funny to see.
They're against a tri-lane, so if he just gets anything in the lane, and Tusk is so important to have a game.
Yeah. And the whole time Tusk's just laning against Alchemist, so he's at least trading farm while the 2 supports chase the mag away. And now the lane will probably push into him. And get EXP just fine. I think they messed up a little bit against the Sand King up here. I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like he's having a very good game for being 2v1.
9-0 already.
Yeah.
This hero's so bad at between level 1 to 3. You really have to punish it. Otherwise, he just picks up so much speed, cutting the creep wave. You like can't play into the level 2 Sandstorm anymore, but the level 1 Sandstorm's pathetic.
But it used to be too good, so I'm not so upset about that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still happy that Sandstorm got a big rework. I hated that old Sandstorm so much. That was maybe one of the stupidest spells in Dota. Hey guys, I'm just going to go AFK for 45 seconds. I'll see you later.
You know, kill some creeps.
I hate those hands off the keyboard type spells.
Yeah.
You know? Like Black Hole is at least epic enough to be worth it, but Sand Kings was just, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty glad this one too.
It was never like that effective either. It wasn't really a fun thing to use.
Yeah. The new one just feels so much more versatile. It also kind of fits the hero. You know, like you have this space that you can move around in instead of a guaranteed spot.
He's like going under the ground, you know? That's what Scorpions do.
Right. That was so funny about the old one. It's like, oh, a Sandstorm. I wonder where he is. Oh, you mean right in the middle every time?
Unless you pudge hook him out, allied pudge hook.
Oh,
just
there
like
you
a
go.
Sandstorm somewhere else. That's like an epic strat that's totally useless.
That's a classic Jenkins strat right there. Guys, I got this really cool plan. It's useless, but it's going to be awesome.
It owns all the new players.
It really does.
For a while, you could actually just blink and
I like this.
Sandstorm again instantly, and the animation would
Oh, it'd stay where it was?
Where it originally
Oh,
was.
but the
damage
You
would be
were
somewhere
dealing
else.
damage somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's pretty hacks. They do get Schofield here, though. Yeah, that's another death.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens around the bounty room time.
You're gonna make it.
That's such
Oh,
it's
didn't
such a
make it.
low-level burrow.
Yeah.
I don't even think you can make it over that cliff with a level 1 burrow.
Yeah, you need to like do it perfectly.
can.
You can, right? But
it's
it's
just hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
You just misclick and then it turns you around and it's over.
Because like, if you burrow right into a cliff, it'll put you just wherever the closest space is. So, but it's hard.
The Slark's doing a lot better in lane than I thought he would. I
Yeah.
thought Brood would have a good time as soon as he hit level 4.
I mean, if you look at his build though, it makes so much sense. Like, you know, you're not really trying to do anything other than keep him away from your tower and trade efficiently. And I think
Getting kills against his tri-lane would be so good. Nice body blocks from Alk.
Not going to happen. Bounty runes are spawning though.
Oh, are Navi getting 3? No, they aren't. Schofield's too fast. Oh, they are getting.
they are getting rooted though. Does he have snowball? That's fine.
Bounty runes good. Yeah, 3 bounty runes for the Alchemist team is obviously pretty big.
Yeah, this is looking really rough for Infamous.
Yeah. They aren't that behind though. I think it's mainly because this mid lane's going significantly better than anticipated. I feel like Broodmother
Should be doing better.
Yeah, like you see Koifa play this hero, and he does a lot of jungle stacking with spiders, and just farms and out farms no matter what he's laning against. And it feels like he's not against a counter in this matchup, so he should have more farm.
Yeah.
But I might just be wrong about how the interaction is.
He's going straight for Medallion instead of the. What is Quake Flip? He built Midas, right?
He goes Midas. I think this makes sense with like an Alk on your team.
Yeah.
It's like Medallion does help you farm too, so it's not like it's a strictly like fighting item.
For sure.
It's really good with the Alk. When you eventually start fighting with Concoction, it does a ton of damage.
And then Solar Crest, you can also crest the Alk.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Take Roche earlier, etc.
Oh yeah, true. Having a Roche taker is really good.
They are going to get the tier 1 tower mid.
I mean, that's the power of the catapult.
Yep.
Honestly, the catapult plus the spiders with like no good spider clear is such bullshit because you can just move them. You can just move them out of the range of the melee heroes who have Empower, and then they keep tanking. They keep tanking the tower shots anyway. Like, you just use it. You use them as like fodder to just take the tower.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the Empower is just—it's so low level, right? It doesn't even matter. Like, you're not gonna kill spiders.
Yeah, that's
with,
true. You need like a lot of hits on them.
Yeah.
So I'm actually curious how Infamous is going to deal with the current situation. Because Broodmother's going to take over their jungle. They're going to have this mag, and they're not going to be able to stack their own woods. So they're probably going to try and take the Alchemist jungle from him. That can also be really dangerous. And it's the Broodmother. Ooh, nice snowball out.
They need to take this like bot tower real early if they want to try to take over the enemy jungle.
Yeah.
But it's very hard.
They don't have a lot of push.
Yeah, they don't.
And they don't have tower hitters. Yeah.
I'm a little curious what the Lifestealer's going actually.
Ooh, look at that sandstorm placement.
All right, he went straight up Midas Rush, not even boots. So he's gonna have a very strong game.
That's a Hector play right there.
Yeah.
This guy ignores heroes.
Yep. Midas phase boots.
Oh, got him.
Band of Giant Strength, Radiance, Halberd. I don't know what that item's called actually.
Now I'm ready to Belt of. What is it called actually? Belt of Strength.
Belt of Giant Strength.
Something
That's the
like
Dota
that.
1 name.
Is that the
Belt of Giant
Dota
Strength
1
is the
game?
Dota 1
Oh
name.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I think that was a Warcraft 3 item.
Yeah,
too,
it's a
wasn't
Warcraft 3 item, so it's obviously changed.
it? Yeah,
I called Poor Man's Shield Iron Shield earlier, you know. There's been too many.
Yeah, now that's a good question. We need to find this out. What is it called?
Was it called Iron Shield in the original?
No, it's called Iron Shield. Han.
Oh, and Han, okay.
And I mean, Poor Man's Shield is an item that he made up, so Poor Man is just Poor Man's Shield. Or Ice Rock.
What was it in Dota 1?
This is Poor Man's Shield.
Oh, it's Portman. Oh, he made it up in Dota 1.
He made it up.
Right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Stack is gonna get taken by Navi.
Oh my god.
That
That's
feels
nice.
They're
bad.
probably gonna take all these stacks actually.
Uh-oh, gonna lose Stinger as well.
Yeah.
Imagine having an Alk on your team and like playing this aggressively in the enemy jungle at 8 minutes. It's gotta feel pretty nice.
Oh, Skillfield's gonna get caught.
Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
Like this is rough, man. You have your Alchemist is like just untouched, doesn't even have to do anything. Like they haven't even taken the top tower and they're doing this to their jungle. And
Look at the Alk's farm like slowly stacking up. We're not like looking at Alk at all, like totally ignoring him.
Yep.
And he's actually tough in net worth.
that's just Alchemist for you.
As soon as he finishes this Radiance, it's going to go even faster. The 10-minute bounty runes are going to be a really big point of contention.
He only went for the 1 bracer too because he feels it's such a free farm out game. He's not going for the classic 2 bracer build. It's a 1 bracer. Not getting contested at all.
Infamous probably needs to make a move for these 10-minute bounties. I think if Navi gets 3 or 4 of them, it's going to be really hard to come back into the game. The Lifestealer is still unimpeded, though. He's having a great
Highlight
game.
that belt so we can see what it's called.
Oh yeah.
He said it earlier.
Oh, it's just belt. It's just
Belt of Strength.
So it's not Giant Strength. They removed the Giant Strength.
He actually just buys it every game. He just builds Halberd after Radiance.
That seems pretty value actually. That seems decent.
I mean, it's such a good
Yeah.
build, especially in this game. Like, you have Alk and you have
it's like a bracer.
Broodmother.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Anyone actually want to attempt to do play-by-play, by
Oh
the way?
God no, absolutely not.
What?
All right, Eos, let's go.
All right, let's go. I got this.
Radiant's bottom tower.
You know, when people
gonna
start
be,
fighting.
Oh. Magical going in on Schofield. Schofield is going to skewer away. Nothing happens. Perfect.
Nice.
This is about the level I'm capable of.
Oh, yeah, here's the bounty.
It's a good
runes.
level.
Yeah.
Infamous actually does end up getting the bottom bounties, it looks like.
There's still one more. That's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
I am surprised they haven't tried to take a fight around the bounties though, just considering you know it's an Alk lineup. You know that you're getting outpaced by an Alk.
Yeah.
Like you need to make a move.
They might just be happy with 2. They might just know something that we don't know.
Yeah.
I guess like Slark late game against Alk is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, all right, we'll go late. This is the counter.
I mean, the thing is, if you look at this lineup, right, like, what are they really going to do, especially since Schofield does not have RP,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
They don't have SD ult either.
Like, the best thing you can do is just smoke and snowball into someone.
I like that he's hard saving for it too, and just like maxing in power and just getting clarity, because that blink dagger timing with the RP is going to be so important.
Yep. They're really going to need to get a nice play out of that.
Yeah, maybe with like the level 2 Nake's ulti too, that does way more damage, do some like infest bomb sort of thing. They need a really good fight at this point.
Honestly, they're probably like really confident in their ability to fight. So they're just like, you know, whatever, we'll just keep going like this until we hit, like you said, the blink dagger, and then, you know, they're gonna fight nonstop. I think that's what we're gonna see. Like, there's like no action right now, and then in the next maybe like 3 minutes, they're just gonna go ham.
Yeah. Even though they have an outgo, I don't know if I like this from Navi as much. I feel like the Broodmother's the only one really putting on pressure right now, and I think they could make plays for like the bottom tier 1 pretty easily. The Broodmother coming into the jungle. Like,
I mean, you asked for pressure. He's going in.
hey, he's doing a lot.
Oh God, look at that defusal, putting in work.
Ooh, the raindrop.
And he's,
He's using all of his webs.
He's
Oh.
throwing.
Nah, he's fine.
All right,
He's got
come
so many
Magic, what are
webs.
you doing, dude?
Nah, he's
Relax,
fine,
man.
He's fine.
Oh, he's the
He's
He'll
Oracle.
be okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. But yeah, this Lifestealer's just kind of farming bottom this whole time. And I think Navi is able to take control of it, even without their Alchemist getting involved. Like right now they have their ET, and for the most part their Oracle in the top lane, just kind of getting levels in farm. But they are actually going to pressure the tier 2 with Catapult now. Or tier 1, sorry.
It's actually kind of impressive. You know, when Alchemist is free farming, you'd expect a bigger lead against the other carry. He's only 1,400 ahead. Like, Hector is really farm.
He's the king of farming, man. This
He
guy.
is really farm in this situation.
That is the one downside of playing aggressively when you have an Alchemist on your team. There's no one stacking for him.
Yeah.
So even though he's free farming, he doesn't go to the jungle and find like 6 jungle stacks and instantly get 2,000 gold.
Right. It's like the moment you get the Radiance, you get the AC.
Yeah.
This luck, is he going to get Seneko? He does get Seneko, and he's going to turn around and get to find the ET as well, maybe? Oh, no, he needs some help. Does he have ulti? No, he doesn't. Getting chased down. Has
These
pounce
trees
in
are
1
nice
second.
for seeing the juke paths, actually.
Yeah.
Pay to win right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Which terrain is this? Wait, is this the Immortal Gardens one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, David's got
This
us.
is not fair.
You guys seen the pumpkin one?
Oh,
There's
isn't
like
that
a custom
square?
pumpkin one. Yeah, they're like square, so
Squares?
you could just see where all the juke paths are. People used it for Halloween, and then they kept using it because it was broken.
Yep.
How close is this Magnus to his Blink Dagger? That's so important.
The Lifestealer, it really is keeping up though. He is very farmed.
Yeah, that's like really fun.
Schofield must just be following him with Empower, because he is farming
We have a
everything.
smoke. Wait, where's their damage?
Out on the Oracle, and he's dead.
That's the that's
found
the one
his-
punch right there.
We found his damage. No, Empower Tusk hits really hard. I think it's kind of hard to see the number.
It's 79 plus 57.
All right. That's not as hard as I thought it would be. But it's still pretty hard.
Oh, RP. Oh, gets him.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Look at that low cliff.
Oh. This is actually really,
That's really nice.
really big for this. This Broodmother is so annoying for them.
Ah, the classic sit in front of a tower with Sand King strat.
Oh, just jumping in.
This
4
is no
heroes
longer a
done.
push.
This is the Navi Radiance timing now, though. So they'll probably.
Did Sand King pick up a Blink Dagger? I saw him pick up a smoke earlier. Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
Blink.
Oh, you went Blink Rush. You
Oh.
went Bottle Blink. That's
That's
interesting.
interesting, actually. I think the Veil will be really strong this
Oh,
time.
I love the Veil build.
Argon's one of this
Oh, that was nice.
Ooh.
Well,
Schofield taught him that one.
That's a Z-Freak play right there.
That's a Tusk play, man.
Hector trying to go in, but gonna be happy
Yeah, but
with
you can
that
see,
one.
like, even there, this Lifestealer can still chase away Alchemist. Alchemist needs, like, 2 more items in very quick succession to deal with this hero. And
I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it's already been like 3 minutes with the Radiance, and Lifestealer's actually caught up even
Yeah.
further. Now it's only a 1,300 difference.
the
Wow.
Alchemist kind of got pulled around the map a bit, trying to fight for his
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, and they didn't find anything either.
Hector's just farming.
They also haven't taken the bottom tier 1, so the triangle is just a lot harder to get into. And they have a Magnus, so they're pretty okay with farming. I was actually thinking maybe a Mag lineup just is better than an Alch lineup in the late game. Like maybe that's just the thing. People haven't really been picking that much Mag
Yep.
against like at least when Alch has been strong in this patch. Maybe that's just what they think the answer is. You just have a Mag and you say, okay, you want to go late? Well, you're going late against a Magnus.
Well, to be fair, they took Mag first.
They did. They were
Burrows
sure
in.
about this.
Does not have Dark Pack. Gets caught. Gonna make it out. Perfectly fine. They're gonna go in. Hector chasing Elder Titan.
Life Stealer's so strong.
The damage.
Just dead instantly. The Shadow Demon Infest comes out.
I'm back, boys. What's going on?
Well, you're witnessing.
Some hype play-by-play?
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
the
Oh,
energy,
yeah.
bro?
No.
Arr, arr.
That's
You're
all
the
you.
energy. That's you.
Yeah, that's all you.
That's why you're back.
So it was for a good cause. The lunch has been ordered, boys and
All
girls.
right.
So
Very nice.
we got food coming. That's good to know for when it
All right, our turn to AFK.
Yeah, it looks like this Alchemist is doing pretty darn well, though.
No.
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 He could be doing better.
Yeah, sure.
He's been kind of taking towers, running around, not really farming.
So don't forget, guys, if you get bored, you can always say fast forward a little or rewind or just cancel the whole thing
Oh,
altogether.
that's
You know,
not
you've got the
true.
power. It's a replay.
You have to appreciate every aspect of Dota.
Yeah.
Hey, if that's the camp you're in,
There are no boring parts of Dota.
There are.
a purist through and through.
He says while watching an Alk versus Magnus game.
Hey, the Brood's doing things.
Brood is definitely doing things.
How did that lane go, by the way? Was it the Brood versus the Slark mid?
The Slark did a lot better than we predicted, or I predicted, but eventually Brood got a little bit of help, took the tier 1, took over the enemy jungle, but they didn't really utilize that very well, so they haven't gained that much of a lead.
We get a win percentage, Mr. Observer? Oh, wow.
Oh. All right.
17 minutes, we got a 50-50. You might edge for Navi now with that Aegis, but
Yeah, the net worth is a little bit too close together for the Alchemist team, I'd
Radiant's
say.
top tower is on the run.
And can we click on the Life Stealer? What kind of item build are we looking at here? Midas Radiance?
Come on.
Oh, wow.
It's-
How exciting.
It's Hector on a strength hero.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
never gonna change.
It is cookie cutter.
Radiant's bottom
Even a
tower
Halberd right after that. Sure is.
Yeah.
It is a great build, though.
They must just be doing a really good job rotating around Navi and like swinging to just avoid them because their farm is keeping up, but they're not fighting at all. It's 8-6.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally just like good map movement. They're just not getting caught.
Yeah.
They're just rotating.
And I think, again, like this Blink pickup by the Sand King actually slows down his potential a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you have this ET, Veil is just so strong.
Yeah, the Veil blink timing on SK when you hit level 12 usually when you get the Veil or the Veil plus the blink, and no lineup can team fight you. It's so much damage.
Go back to the Alchemist real quick. Is this build kind of standard these days? This is a little
Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
Some people have been going like Radiant straight into Heart and then AC,
Okay.
I believe, but
You gonna catch him?
it's
Yeah,
pretty
he's just-
standard.
Yeah, they just find a Shadow Demon or whatever.
A little pick me
And
up
then
in
you
the jungle.
you go all the damage talents too. You play Alk as like a right clicker.
Yeah.
It's honestly a lot of BS. Like he scales better than most other heroes.
So that like Manta split push style is
Oh,
pretty
that's
dead?
over. Yeah, it's
all,
dead.
All
It's
gone?
dead.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's-
upset about that. I think that's a pretty boring strategy to watch, to be honest. Was effective for a long time, though.
I do feel like this build was probably better before, just nobody did it.
They're gonna
Uh-oh,
jump in.
another initiation. They get the Magnus and just destroy him. One of these fights where Navi is just getting a lot of freebies, but now Seneko falls.
That's a pretty big kill. Like no Oracle. You do have to be a little
The
careful.
Brood's really low too.
Yeah. They're actually taking this fight with Brood about 200 gold from BKB.
Stinger's back as well.
Hector's looking for a target. He gets Blizzy. Stinger hits the reset.
That was
creeps.
nice.
Thanks,
Okay.
neutrals.
Oh,
Good
they're gonna
stuff.
get him.
Still gets Stinger. And another sleep setup. Hector's still pretty
Right on the
healthy. I
shrine.
don't know
Oh,
if
they're on a
Navi really
shrine,
want to
too.
do this.
They got the Brood Mother back from Aegis, though. I think his ult's coming up pretty soon.
Oh,
He
they're
popped
gonna
the
argue
ult.
this.
Stuck by the leash. There's that RP, and follow-up damage will be there. The Broodmother takes a tumble, and then back on the other side, Navi lose Zayats as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Infamous.
It looked like Navi just got a little bit split up in the fight. They had their cores going for one kill while their supports are getting gone on in the back.
They also stayed a little too long.
What about just sieging? Well, why
Yeah,
not
that's-
just
why not that
sit-
too?
Why not just hit the building?
The tower, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little surprising. I mean, you have a Blink Epi Sand King ready, you know.
And you have an Alk with an AC. This guy's 2 hitting towers.
Navi is going to get 4 bounty rooms, though.
That's really nice.
So that's a really good.
That's really nice.
Crazy with the
Yeah,
That's just like a 2,000
They only
swing.
got 3. It's just 3.
What? They only got 3?
Chris Luck got 1.
Oh,
I kind of get why Navi goes for the dive there, though, because you feel like you have the Alchemist Brood lineup. You're not going to lose late game.
It's so classic to dive past the shrine like that, though. You can almost see that moment where they realize, oh shit, the shrine's still up. Guys, we got to get out. And they just run in opposite directions and leave the brood behind.
The mag like died at the start of the fight, comes back in, RPs, like
Yeah.
right on top of the shrine.
Yeah, it's the same with the Shadow Demon. He died as well, and they stayed so long.
Oh, God.
He just comes back in, and yeah.
That's when you know you've
Overall, do
overstayed.
you guys like the addition of shrines like that? I know they were busted when they first came in, but the way shrines are right now, overall, are you glad they're in Dota, or would you rather go back to the old days?
I like him.
I like him a lot.
I like them.
It adds a lot more strategy as well as like it provides a lot more action early on. Like with if there wasn't shrines, people probably wouldn't be fighting as much as they did right now.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
there's no shrines as a support, you generally make a move and then run to the fountain.
Yeah, yeah.
And then try again.
Yeah.
But with shrines, you can actually like fight for bounty runes, shrine up,
Go
make
again.
a play. There's no downtime.
I think it's a cool mechanic to have somewhere to TP to outside of the base, even if you've lost like a tier
The
2
towers,
tower.
yeah,
You know,
that's-
you're still like holding your high ground. That's a cool
like
mechanic
speeds up the game that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
for sure.
Because like walking back to base is just less fun than dying. Like I'd rather go just suicide than walk back to base.
Isn't it crazy to think that the shrines were ever in the base to begin with? Like, isn't that just
That
the
was-
most broken
that was
concept
nuts.
So funny.
ever?
Dude,
There
that
were
patch
5 of
was
them?
so frustrating to
took
try to high ground.
Every game was like 60 minutes.
Yes.
70 minutes. Oh, dude, we were talking about the Desolator one punch. Look, he's actually there.
Yep.
Is that all you
Deso
need? Is a
BKB?
Deso to do the one
You
punch?
you have
Empower.
he has empower.
Okay.
I think Stinger's fine.
I think Tusk actually has a pretty decent strength gain, so he gets a lot of damage
Yeah.
out of the empower.
He can just
3.9. Wow, he does.
What talent did he
Pretty
take? He took the EXP one, right? Yeah, so you take the EXP one, you
Yeah.
just scale really fast.
Brute does actually have his
This.
BKB for this fight, though, so it's going to be a lot more difficult for Infamous.
Root makes that a pretty easy kill.
We're
Now-
actually
nice.
seeing a repeat of what we saw earlier.
Yeah.
They're just diving and
Oracle tries to
overstaying.
This
No-
time it's
no
working a little
BKB.
better, though.
I mean, you BKB'd for a Tusk.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened, right?
Yeah.
And then,
fights
they,
are
and then they
so
still
well
haven't taken the
separated.
tower, right? They're gonna
It's,
get it.
it's obviously like easier in retrospect to see this, but it's one of those fights where like you just say, okay, next time we're just gonna have one person hit the tower, force them to come fight into us, because like you force the fight either way, right? Why dive behind their tower to force the fight when you can take the tower while forcing the fight?
I think it's especially the case here when you have such a like counter initiating lineup, right? You have Oracle to bail out whoever is hitting tower, and then you have Sand King, and then you have ET. Like, there's actually so many ways to just turn things.
And then
around.
you're against the Magnus too.
Yeah.
So if the fight has already started, it favors the Magnus.
Yeah.
Chris Luck is hungry.
He's
here.
a
They
bad
are
man.
non-stop.
They're actually just getting chased down as well on the Brood Mother.
There's no ult
He
on
has
this
no ult.
Oracle either. Yeah, he used it in that last little skirmish. What are we, a freebie?
It's definitely one of those times Navi tried to take over the bottom jungle of Infamous and take the tier 1 bottom, but what they didn't quite realize is that Infamous could just run at them, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
They still haven't taken a tier 1 either. That makes this game a lot easier for Infamous to play.
Yeah.
Navi does have their mid tower though. That's pretty nice to have.
Yeah.
They have the other lanes covered.
Slark can pretty much do whatever he wants right now. Lifestealer's pretty close to the same, as long as he has Rage up. And Slark even just went straight for a BKB.
No Shadow Blade Slark this game.
No.
I don't think you ever really see that.
So we saw it. I said that earlier, and we saw it in game 1. So
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like a late. People do it late after diffusal.
I think that's
maybe.
what Bowie said. Like sometimes a 5th item sort of deal.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you want the break, then it can make a little more sense.
Because it is really just generally a nice item to have on Slark. It's just that there are more items that are necessity, like BKB.
Yeah.
Diffusal is just so good on agi carries. I see people going that on like Void as well. It just gives you this ability to fight without your you don't have to use pounce on Void. You don't have to use like a chrono, and you can kill a support by just like diffusing them and hitting them.
So how much of it is the active compared to the mana burn? Like, is the
It's
mana
like-
burn really much of a factor?
It's like both. in
I
my
think it's
opinion.
all of it. Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's like it's like the highest damage agi item in the game, other than like Rapier,
There's just no downside to it, really.
and then the
And it's so affordable. Uh-oh.
oh
Oh,
Stun.
Uh-oh.
stun on himself. Chris Luck with the BKB. They're just going to back it up. They're like, I think he's got some friends nearby. I do not want a piece of that action.
He's fine. Not how you want to use it, but
yeah, they have the bounties respawning, so they don't want to
Yeah.
take a fight that's away from bounties.
They're already in position in the bottom lane.
Yep.
They're still just farming away, keeping up with the Alchemist.
Somehow.
This guy is actually so farmed.
Yeah.
A little bit of a mid-game stalemate here. Both sides just farming away. struggling to find the openings.
He's going Lincoln is on the life stealer.
He already has the AC, but the courier died earlier.
Coming up in 10.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to fight without the AC then. Like, if life stealer's not there and an AC is dead on the courier, that's one of those fights you just get baited into.
Ags is super close on the Brood
Hector's
Mother now.
level 21.
Yeah.
That's insane. The
Midas
Brood.
Dota, baby.
That's crazy. Yeah, with the Magnus as well, I guess. I'm sure he was taking a few stacks, or at least just farming with the Empower.
And Chris Luck feels so strong right now. He's pretty much just running around with impunity and can do whatever he wants.
There's definitely a huge lack of disable on Navi. It's just the Sand King, and I mean I guess the Alk Stump. That's not.
Yeah, you got some follow-up from the ET. You've got the root from the Oracle, but
It's all purgeable or rageable from the left. Like look at this guy. He doesn't care.
it's all rageable.
There it
Here we
is.
go. Deso?
Dude, Whisper's on his way in. Big damage onto Crystallize.
Oh,
Force
nice
Staff
Force
keeps him alive. There's the ultimate from the Oracle. That gives him a reset.
Sand King really got the cleave.
Uh-oh. We do turn it around, though. And this is what I'm like talking about, the defensive turnaround.
It's a big kill.
That was actually interesting. It looked like Chris Luck disengaged before Hector decided to.
Right now, Chris Luck has a double damage, and he's empowered. So this Slark can
I don't
absolutely
know about
shred
this.
if they want to go into this fight. They find the Alchemist. He's pretty low. The RP comes out. Can they find the kill? Alk is down, but Infamous going to take some pretty heavy losses in return. Chris Luck loses the BKB, trying to clean this up. Seneko makes it around the trees. Nice
Oh,
stun
what a
from
stun.
Blizzy. They actually catch him, and now I think Chris Luck is going to be punished for this deep commitment. He does find the kill onto Blizzy before potentially going down, and now the Great Escape pounds to the high ground. TP, and he's good.
Great play from
What a
Slark.
play.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
There's actually a neutral creep that ran over and follow-up stunned
Yeah,
on the RP
I saw that.
for Infamous.
Dude,
but it
neutrals
looked like
are
a three-man
MVP this
RP
game.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the second one already. It's crazy.
It's the second time Navi's
Neutrals are
gotten
actually playing
stomped.
for Infamous this game.
But you can see in these fights like just how much Empower actually does for the damage output of Infamous.
Chris Luck actually didn't have enough damage to deal with the Alk earlier, but I think with this MKB, he's not going to have any issues now.
It's actually a curious item to me. I'm not sure. Because I guess he's worried about mischance from Broodmother? Because I don't think anyone has evasion
Alk?
yet.
And then the Radiance.
Alk,
Oh,
Alk,
Radiance
Alk
as
did
well,
pick
yeah.
up
Oh, Halberd.
the
yeah.
evasion. Yeah.
Okay, he has a halberd, so it makes sense. It's a good item.
He didn't take the cleave either, by the way. Took the unstable damage.
Huh. That's interesting.
So this is kind of like the older build, I guess.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the cooldown talent,
Yeah.
so it's
True. That is, yeah, that's kind of weird, huh?
that is kind of weird.
Maybe he just feels it's just a better talent overall, regardless.
I kind of agree with him, but I also feel like the cooldown talent's just better overall.
But, oh yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah.
Blizzy with the BKB, saved by the Oracle.
There
I
we
meant to
go.
say magical, I'm sorry. Blizzy, though, on the run. Able to make it back. Chris Luck having trouble finding a target to stick on, and now it's him versus the entire team of Navi. Chris Luck on the run, but in comes a Fortune's End.
Should be okay. He has ult.
Oh, Alk stuns himself. Can't get it off thanks to the Shadow Dance. Pesky little Slark makes it into the water.
He'll be fine. Yeah, that's just Infamous trying to take a team fight without RP. They also don't really have a lot of lockdown. They pretty much go in.
Chain stun? RP? Oh, get away.
It's a get out RP.
Yeah.
See Schofield.
Roche is about to spawn as well. Or actually, I think it's already up on the minimap. So that's like a really bad time to use the RP. Navi should actually go in and
Wait.
take this.
Yeah, that should be Roche. They have Medallion and Alchemist.
And second Roche too. So it's cheese for probably Broodmother.
Yeah, brewed cheese is really nice.
I think the general rule people have is whoever's going to hit the tower takes the Aegis. So in this case, it's probably Alchemist.
Yeah.
But so Brood should take the cheese. And you know, this does just make it one Roche closer to free Ags or Refresher.
20 seconds until bounties, as well as that Lincoln Sphere now completed on Lifestealer.
It was neither of the ones you guys called out. Sand King cheese and
I feel
Broodmother
like the
Aegis.
cheese is so much worse of an item than Aegis, Aghanims, and Refresher. It's just
Yeah.
like so many tiers below.
Yeah. Especially with Spirit Vessel.
Spirit Vessel, yeah, you just it's a rough life being a fromage.
They get the follow-up stun. He didn't
Oh.
actually Dark Pact. He had him limit too. And he's just going to go down. That's a big pickoff. Navi should actually be able to leverage this Aegis into high ground, I think. Because again, they really only have to worry about this RP. There's not a whole lot of kill threat on Infamous aside from a Tusk Punch and RP.
It's a 4 mag too, so it's like if you vessel him or something, like he can't can't do anything, you know. Like he can't force that in, can't Greaves it off. He's just a blink RP.
And the Bridge the Sand King stun though. Yeah, okay, Lifesteal might just be too damn strong.
Does jump in. Jump back out.
Damn, they're really committing. Okay, with Magnus, this makes sense.
All right, they found him. No buyback available on the Magnus. Whisper also goes down. Infamous down 3. Navi don't really have to commit much for it.
Vector is still really strong in this fight though.
There's the buyback on the Tusk now. And they'll grab the Shadow Demon. Stinger falls. No buyback available. Sand King gets a reset. This tier 3 tower is still standing, but Infamous
buyback.
taking heavy losses here. This is crippling.
I mean, yeah, the problem is he's strong, but like his team is just always dead. Like you can't do anything by yourself. Look at him. Look how strong he is, but he has no team.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. It's like that raid boss status where you're just looking at each other. Tier 4 towers though, adding some extra
Lucky is
damage.
back up though. Two of them together are very strong.
So heroes are starting to respawn. Maybe Navi in a little bit too deep. Oracle on the way out, but no, sustains.
Look at this. We talked about that interaction. He's gonna build a hella stacks and then own everyone. Look at that. 15 stacks.
Yep.
Go
Can't
fight.
find anybody to use it on though. Zayet's TP out. No. RP burned for the kill.
All right.
Really desperate to get something out of that.
They still do have tier 1 in the bottom lane though, so it'll take a while before Navi can like close out this advantage.
That's
And
true.
every second you have someone dead on Navi's side is a second you don't have to deal with this Aegis, so it's pretty worth it to RP. But you do have this little bit of a window where Oracle and ET are going to spawn, and you're not going to have RP.
And Navi did get that melee barracks. So even though Infamous kind of hang on, ultimately Navi got what they came for.
Yeah.
Top shrine is under attack.
Building an Ags on the Alp too.
Top shrine.
So who gets it? As Brood
They already
already
have
has
one
one,
on
so
Brood,
it's
yeah.
got to be
Has
Sand
one.
King, right?
I feel like Sand King Ags is kind of underwhelming.
You think
It
it's
is. It is.
underwhelming?
I
it's-
honestly, I think
it's
so.
really
I
underwhelming.
honestly think it is.
It's fairly awful.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's one of those like if
I'm
you
getting
have it.
schooled, dude. Every time I hear casters talk about it, just like, wow, the Sand King's Aghanim's. It's so much range.
I mean, the thing is, like right
Can
now,
Aether
like
lens on.
he's not really struggling for range or anything.
Yeah,
right?
it's like with the offlane Sand King, you're kind of blinking in and getting in there anyway, so
Yeah.
you're not really hurting.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's,
hitting double
it's
burrows.
nice, right?
Oh, it's not bad. It's
Can you just pop out of fog, guys? Oh, right. You do that with Blink Dagger already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
The other targets are pretty bad for Ags though.
Yeah, that's
They
the
are.
thing.
What is ET's Ags now? Does
You
it split
get
the?
BKB while you stomp.
That's
Right.
it.
And if you hit heroes with it, you get 2 seconds of magic immunity per hero you hit.
All right, I'm not gonna
Are
lie.
you messing with me?
No,
I'm not-
look, he moused
let
it
Lucky
over,
mouse
dude.
over.
That's
Like-
literally the egg.
Holy shit!
Because it used to be that disarm thing that would go through BKB with the ultimate.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they changed it to where now he becomes the BKB.
Have you tried it? Have you done it in a game?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Not really. you
Sounds-
you can do some fun things though, like if you tap. Oh, you're gonna have to fight.
Uh-oh. Stun
Oh,
on
stun.
2.
Oh,
Good
this looks
setup.
bad.
So much damage.
Well,
Destroy Singer. Whisper also as well.
No buyback on Tusk still.
The 2 for 1. A quick buyback onto the Elder Titan. Now the Great Escape. Chris Luck grabs himself the Life Stealer, trying to find a spot in the trees, but Crystallize in hot pursuit. The TP.
He's Yules.
wait,
Oh, he used himself! No! Oh.
That's
Oh, that's a
dude,
oh,
that is so big.
no.
That is.
That was
an issue.
the Slark and the Life Stealer TPing.
I know.
Those are the friendly tips, dude. That's how you know you done fucked up.
Goodness. Yeah.
Your own
That's a
team's
game-ending
demoralizing you at
right
TI.
there.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, with ET Ags, you can like tap, stomp, and cancel it so it doesn't go on a cooldown. And you gain like a frame of invincibility.
Nice.
So you can dodge spells with it.
Okay.
I think they actually fixed it at one point.
Oh, so it's like straight up bugged then.
Not really.
Maybe at one point, but
If you're in the
'Cause that-
animation,
Yeah,
All right,
I
if
mean,
you don't
that
think
doesn't
if you
seem
if you don't
balanced.
think that if you don't think that scepter is very good, what would you change?
on the
Like,
ET scepter,
Yeah, like what would you make ET scepter?
I mean, I like it. I just think BKB is so much better of an item.
All right, here's my suggestion. Ags ET now creates 2 cracks in a 45-degree angle when you send it out.
So
Yeah,
it
that
just
sounds pretty cool. Do they do
shots things?
That sounds stupidly
okay,
strong.
okay, no,
dude.
sorry.
so if somebody's right in front of you, they just die.
No, yeah, exactly.
Almost die.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's 40. So it's 40. It's 45 degrees, so that it doesn't stack at a range. Oh, big RP.
Whoa.
Oh, that's an instant death for 2 of these.
Great setup.
They have buyback. It's okay.
That was cool.
That was just some clean kills, you know.
Yeah, that's whatever.
But the question is, did he hit both of the heroes so he got 2 stacks of permanent agility? That's
I think
question.
the cleave.
I don't think that works. You have to have a stack of the passive
You have
on
to
them.
steal
Okay.
stats from them.
Well, he's got 12. I'm gonna assume he
Could have had 13.
could have had 13, maybe.
I don't know. He might have done it.
It's actually surprising that Navi was.
Oh, look, he hit both of
Yeah,
them.
Sark killed both of them. So
All right.
well deduced there, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Observer David. You got our backs here.
Chris Luck's a god.
Here come
Wait,
the
how did-
buybacks from Navi.
We could have easily put it together just by looking at his score.
That's true.
I mean,
He
I
does
guess
have-
I guess
wait,
he
what
could have
do you mean?
cleaved. He could have
has an
cleaved. Kill.
assist. Yeah.
Yeah, cleave.
He could have cleaved.
I think
That's
he
true. He
actually
does have
did
an
cleave
assist.
to kill.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he hit both because this is Chris Luck we're talking about.
We gotta do the math. It's one agi.
But yeah, Navi looks really strong when they're playing together, and every time they separate, they just seem to be dying. This Slark and this Lifestealer can still run around the map unless they're running the 4 heroes.
How comfortable is this lead for Navi? Like 11K net worth feels like a lot, but is it actually if you have an Alchemist?
Not at all.
I feel like at this point in the game, Empower is worth like a lot. Of
I think
I don't really
Yeah.
want to give it
Yeah.
a number,
But yeah,
but it's
the
a lot.
intangibles.
Yeah, Empower
Like-
is so strong. It's just another item plus some.
if Dota plus probability works, I'd say it's like 55 to 45.
In
For-
favor
for
of
That's
Navi?
Navi, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, look, it's actually for Infamous.
Whoa,
Wow.
Okay.
that's pretty impressive. I guess it believes in that late game.
See, so you asked about that net worth lead.
Yeah,
It's really nothing.
A lot of this is going to come down to third Roche. I think if Infamous ever get their hands on an Aegis, Navi's going to have a really hard time playing the game.
Yeah. It's already so hard to kill the Lifestealer and the Slark.
And as we've kind of alluded to, the Ags on Navi are really not that good. And Brood's already bought his own Ags, so the Alk's kind of capped at this point.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's almost better off giving a Moon Shard to his Brood Mother than an Ags to another hero.
That's a sad game when
Yeah,
that's the best thing you can do.
you really don't feel
Well, he
great.
bought it. Let's see what happens.
The Oracle Ags.
Maybe you give it to Oracle.
It's funny that because of that, Infamous might legitimately have better late game in this one. Just
All right.
because of the Aghanim
Dude, this
Scepter.
is the game Suns fans should have been casting. Every time there's an Alchemist, that's all
we're
he
in.
talks about. Set up down bottom. Looks like he'll get a quick pick there. Okay.
That Tusk just crit for 1,300.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is a late game strat.
Uh-oh, demoralize him.
They just saved all the tips for this moment.
The triple tip.
And the Tusk just got 100% more punch damage, right?
Yeah.
That's the 20 talent.
He's gonna pick up the BKB as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's just going to probably look for the ET in these fights. Or Oracle.
Or
Oracle.
Oracle.
Oracle's a
I think
nice
Or-
pickup.
yeah.
I think ET is probably his main target once he has this BKB.
What is the Oracle Ags? Is it still the reduced cooldown on Purifying Flame?
Yeah. Reduced cast point, reduced cooldown.
Okay.
And I'm actually, when they added Aghanim's Blessing to the game, did they remove getting stats from Alchemist Aghanims?
They made it so Alk he gets damage.
No. If Alk gives an Ags to someone, right?
Oh,
Do you still get the stats?
You get the stats.
Yes.
Yes.
So
do?
an Ags buff from Alk is better than an Ags buff from Roche, if you
Huh.
had to pick.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
believe so.
I wasn't sure. I thought I
Damn.
read that, but I wasn't positive.
I know you don't get stats from the Sim.
I say that super confidently, but I'm not 100%.
I will say we also completely forgot that there's a Shadow Demon in this game on Infamous.
Yeah.
So at this point in the game, this guy chunks.
Yeah.
Do they have a Spirit Vessel on Infamous somewhere? I feel like they've got
Don't
to.
believe so.
But isn't that like
Oh,
your
Chris
go-to
Luck is
against
in.
Alk? He sure is.
Instantly purges the. Oh. Gets full step around.
All right. That's a BKB down on the Slark, though.
Navi is going to have their Brood Mother back up here, though, and there's going to be a fight around Roche pretty soon. I believe it just started respawning.
So
Yeah,
40,
40
seconds.
seconds.
Or actually,
Yeah.
no, it was about
bounties
2 minutes
and
ago.
That RNG timer started not that long ago.
bounties and 40.
Oh, I like this. This is where you just hide on this cliff.
Classic
Wait.
Dire strat, just hold the
Just
high
hide
ground.
on the cliff.
Wait.
Magical goes
hiding.
in. Schofield kind of stuck up there. They might just bring him down. Stinger goes down also. Infamous not able to take this fight. They'll lose another 3 on the sideline. All of them with buybacks available. But what do the cores do now? Lifestealer on the run, stunned up, gets caught. Follow up Hex, big time CC chain. They've got it.
That is just straight up standing on a ward. Like, that is all that happened there.
You know,
they just stood right on a ward.
You know what I meant, right? By taking the cliff, I didn't
Yeah,
mean like
no,
actually.
like, they hold the high ground, kill them when they come
like
up.
he was actually
like
on the
not
He
like
was also actually on a ward.
like standing right on a ward. Yeah, that feels bad. It's like, where's my sentry support?
The Roche is
Let's
up,
go.
and it looks like the spider discount it. So
the
Navi's getting
synth.
another Roche.
I actually think Infamous are lucky that this is a
Synth.
Axe,
Yeah.
Instead of a
Instead of a
refresher.
refresher.
A refresher on the Broodmother would actually be a really strong item.
Yeah.
And again, I think this should go to Alchemist because I don't see Broodmother.
What?
Refresher can be scary on ET in the late game too.
Nope.
He's on.
I was wrong. It's fine.
So
Who'd they give the Ags to?
yeah, what about the synth? Looking around, so it's not Oracle.
It's
Sand
It's
King.
Sand King.
God, that feels bad.
I mean, I know you guys were poo-pooing it, but he's better than some of his teammates.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I
At this
actually
point, I'd
think
just give it-
Oracles might be better.
I'd give it to like the Elder Titans. Just the enemy team is confused. They don't know like what's
Yes.
happening.
Yeah.
Because nobody's played against
The
it.
chaos factor. Wait, what's that Ags do
Why
again?
is he glowing gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. They are gonna look to take another set of Ox here. Of course, the 2-3. The
high
Hector's
ground
still dead.
Ooh, that was a quick bye-bye.
Do you know the
You gonna jump
refresher
in?
shard on Brood refreshes all of the webs? You get 20 webs.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, that's why it's so
Yeah.
busted.
Ridiculous.
Because it looks like Navi is, even though he has an Ags, Navi's having trouble fighting near webs. Like, the Broodmother's actually out of webs
Yeah.
in most of these fights because it's so hectic.
Yeah.
They keep getting chased out of areas.
Did he take the cooldown reduction on Broodmother? Oh, he did. Just out of webs because there's a lot of webs being used. Unfortunately, like the Ags doesn't give you anything for the recharge rate.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it can't give you everything.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. A little too nice. He has one web.
6 stun.
Stunned from almost
He's not used to the
1800
Aghanims
range.
yet, guys, all right? Give him a second to calibrate.
He needs like 200 more range.
He's got to finish that Aether Lens.
No
Aether.
Aether.
Aether Lens Ags. Now there's a
Aeon
build.
Disc.
Now, the Aeon Disc is really good for
That's
him
such a good item.
yeah.
Especially against
the
Mag.
Especially against Mag.
Mag, Tusk, both just need to pop someone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that surprised if that's what Oracle's trying to get as well. But looks
Slark
like
and Lifesteal do like taking prolonged fights though, so you know they have
That's
a
a
mix
feed
of
up.
both.
Abyssal Blade is completed on the Slark, so he just straight up wins the fight against the Alchemist now, I believe.
And they already have one on the Lifestealer, so they'll... Oh, no, they have... Do they? Yeah, so
Yeah.
they've got double Abyssal now.
Yeah.
That's
So I think the Brood and the Alchemist actually, I mean, it's late game Dota 2, so for the most part, whoever gets initiated on loses, and Infamous is going to have a real hard time getting initiated on, because they have Infamous BKB on both arrows.
That was a nice setup here.
RP on the back.
Big damage on the Tusk. No follow-up on that RP, though. Now the snowball in. Infamous finally ready to commit to this fight. Can they find any kills? Double damage is on Crystallize, and he just destroys Sting. Looks like they'll find another one with the Tusk possibly on the backside, though. Hector is starting to
he
clean
going?
things up. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Broodmother looking to finish off some barracks. Now caught by the pounce, the leash, the bash. That's the Aegis.
Yep.
They have 2 Abyssals. They
He's
can,
dying again.
oh, but they're split pushing. They're split pushing top, so he can't.
Okay, he had the BKB still, so he's going to live there. They get the tier 3 up top. Nice rage from Hector, but Abyssal locks him down. Crystallize on the run. Force staff from Blizzy.
All right, go back in. Go back in bot. Magical. Come
We're
on.
just going to keep fighting.
No,
Infamous
Hector.
is just going to chase.
Alchemist,
Nice.
Skewer pulls him out, and they find it. It's a big streak ended. 1,100 gold goes the way of Hector, and now they'll get another double kill.
Brood should get the bot racks with spiders though, right?
He actually got stopped.
Oh, the back door.
Yeah.
That is so many spiders though, and he should have the spider talent, right? Or he does have the
Yeah.
spider talent, so
He has damage and HP.
those things are like,
Oh, he doesn't have HP, actually.
huh?
Interesting. I guess it's because he's against a mag. He doesn't want to go the HP.
Yeah, it's gonna feed the spiders anyway. I
I've
guess.
seen a lot of Broods just take it even against a lot of AoE.
Yeah, because for
So it gives you like reaction time, right?
Yeah,
Is
you
that the
get
whole
hit
thing?
once
you
or
can pull him
twice.
back and then
right.
But yeah, Infamous, again, their heroes are getting really strong. They're how the hell? Oh, never mind. That's not a hero kill.
I love that Navi's like split pushing a little more now though, because the fights against Infamous have been really hard. They have very little way of dealing with the
Ooh, that's
Slark
a
and the
BKB.
Lifestealer.
I actually think their fights are still okay. It's the split pushing that's hard. The Broodmother wasn't involved in that last
think
fight,
so?
or it would be way cleaner. But he's split pushing bottom, and as soon as Lifestealer or Slark show up, he can't do it anymore. Like in the top lane, Lifestealer ran the Alchemist and the Sand King away.
Yeah.
In the bottom lane, Slark ran the Broodmother away. But if it's
That-
3
that
on
is-
2,
That is a little surprising.
probably
Like,
fight.
like they're really strong, right? I think it would be, like you said, it's better if they just pop it. Like,
Initiation onto the Brood. She's actually getting pretty low. Oracle ults to save her. Instead, Stinger brought down by the ultimate from the Elder Titan. Infamous forced to back up now. Sand King still in the grave from before.
Madman.
wait, they still have RP.
Yeah, that was a fake back. They grab Zayet straight away as soon as Navi leave the base. There's the buyback there. Still 15 seconds on the Sand King.
All right,
They-
double fake back.
They still have
He
RP.
does have an Axe now, right?
Oh, Magical's coming out. He actually goes to initiate. It's a halfback.
Good stomp on the mag.
They're pinging the crap out of
Yeah,
him.
if they can get on top of him, it's huge.
There's the RP on 2. That's what they were waiting for. Navi has sprung the trap card. Instant buybacks of the 2 dead. Infamous still on the low ground, doing a good job not overcommitting yet. Magnus with a skewer, caught by a stomp. Hector also trying to make it out, but he'll get hexed and brought down. Now Infamous maybe stuck around a little bit too long. I think I
Hector
spoke
doesn't
too
have a
soon.
buyback. When did Hector buy back? Oh, with the top push.
Yep,
How long is on that?
Oh
2
boy,
minutes. 2:47.
Yeah.
that should be megas. That's also no RP for 2 minutes.
Yep. This is actually really big.
Yeah, that's definitely megas.
For a moment, it looked like Infamous was doing
Yeah.
it in terms of like getting the kills, but then not running up to the high ground. Like I thought they might be able to get that song and dance right.
The
but-
RP was really nice. Like Navi even were spam pinging him, but he had this like 1 second window to go in, and he did. And he hit a 2-man RP, which was really nice. But they had the buybacks. That's the unfortunate thing about playing
Buyback
it.
Dota 2.
Yeah, cooldown dependent heroes really suck versus buybacks unless you have a refresher.
Still a cheese on the Sand King there also.
Yeah. And it looks like Navi will just walk high ground this Lifestealer being dead, and the Tusk. Is,
Got in the Alk. Watch the Alk attack speed when he pops the ult.
And of course, they know that they don't have buyback.
He's saving it. Just holding it.
saving it for a fight.
Yeah. Definitely the smarter play.
Set up though onto Crystallize. Has the Oracle on the low ground to back him up. That'll keep Crystallize alive. BKB from the Broodmother just in time. Stinger gets dropped. No buyback there. Not much help
Look
from
at
the
that.
Earth Splitter.
What is this?
Navi
You
should
can't
go-
even see him auto attack, dude. He just does damage.
Navi should go Throne here, shouldn't they?
Well, that's
Yeah.
what the Magnus thinks. He pushes him further. Can they kill this Alchemist at about half HP? I just don't think they have the damage without the Lifestealer.
There's no there's no ulti or BKB left in the Slark though.
Oh, he was going for it. One punch. Oh, what a stun.
Great stun.
That Aghanim Scepter.
That was just
Paying
a,
off dividends.
That was just an unfortunate mistake. from Whisper.
Caught out.
Turning into a chaotic fight, but they do grab that Oracle. Skewer up, looking for more. Zayet with the TP just in time.
Barely missed. Yep. So yeah, just got a little bit disconnected for Navi. That time it was because the Alchemist got skewered back into the tier 4s, but as soon as these heroes are separating from each other, they're having a really hard time surviving in the fights.
With no Oracle ulti too. Like the first time he went in and was getting killed, but they had the Oracle ulti to back him up.
And you see like Broodmother BKB getting used just because he's too far in
Yeah.
earlier near the top racks.
10-second BKB on Lifestealer. That'll come in handy.
That was 2 seconds on Hector, and what did they manage to get out of it? It was like a melee rack mid, right?
Yep. 2 minutes on Hector. Yeah.
And
I think melee
They,
mid was
they
already
got
dead.
the full lane top. Can we look at the barracks and the dire base? So they got
Yeah.
the full lane top mid. They still have a tier 3. Nope.
Yeah, I think
okay.
they started hitting the range racks and just got skewered into
Yeah.
tier
Mid
4s.
was before. They were just
Oh,
going
right.
for the
Oh,
range.
okay.
They were trying to go for like
so
the
basically they
megas.
got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After top, they got
Yeah.
almost nothing.
It's crazy.
And now back the other way. Bottom range barracks get taken out by Infamous.
And they know Oracle has no buyback here because they used it the last time they defended the base. Actually, most evading will have buybacks in this fight. RP's huge.
This is kind of ridiculous. Infamous is doing some pretty big damage here. They'll finish off the bottom lane of barracks. Still 35 seconds on the Oracle. Mid lane already down. What's the play, boys?
And
Do
they
we
can't go
back up?
top though. They can't get the tier 2. They have to get out.
Yep.
Time to hit Shrine, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shrine is really important.
Again, if Infamous ever gets this Roche kill, it is so hard for Navi.
1 minute
this-
till he's up.
This next Roche is a refresher as well, which would be huge for their Magnus. How farmed is the Mag right now?
He's got enough.
Okay.
This is
Link
enough.
Force? Yeah, that's
Interesting
nice.
assortment.
I was curious if he's anywhere near his own refresher, but not really.
It's a tall order.
I think with the way this game is going, you probably buy something like, what, Lotus Orb, maybe? You just buy Lotus Orb, give you the mana pool.
It's really good against all the spells on Navi.
You can see the Slark is actually buying a point booster. Probably going to eat nags at some point this game.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he ate it already. All right. This
He's
Slark
so rich.
is
Refresh me on the
huge.
Slark agonyms.
It makes the ulti AoE and a lower cooldown, and you bring other people into it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're sort of like a support carry now. You can save your friends.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's a big AoE too.
It's huge, yeah, it's huge.
It's really large.
Well, that's kind of cool.
You couldn't really tell before because I don't think the animation was made to be that big, but I think in the
The
Summer
updated
Scrub they
graphic.
fixed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And fun fact, it cancels Legion Duel for whatever reason.
It
Just
cancels it.
Straight
Yeah, it
cancels the
just
duel.
cancels duel.
If the Legion's on your
What?
team, either.
No, if Legion is against you and
Okay.
you ulti someone who's getting dueled, it just cancels.
That is interesting because not much cancels that.
Yeah.
Does anything?
Basically nothing.
Basically
I can't-
nothing
Swap?
does. Swap.
It's
no,
distance
she just
changes.
runs
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. I think it's over 2,000 distance. It gets canceled.
Oh, so there's something going on there in the.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, right, like, Invis doesn't cancel because they're still there,
Yeah.
right? But then, like, Shadow Dance, like, it straight up just takes you out of the
You're
game.
like untargetable.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, but so does like imprison,
vanish, yeah.
right? And you keep dueling.
Yeah.
We'll see that. Yeah.
It must just be the way it's programmed.
I
They just programmed it to like.
I
put you
might be
top
crazy, but I'm pretty sure it got added to the game, and the first thing people realized was it canceled LC duel.
Well, if only we saw LC get picked, that would be.
How do people even,
only
like, find
OG.
these interactions? Like, that's such a random one. Like, how often do you see Slark buy Ags and then there's an LC in the game as well?
Well, ever
Pubs
since you
can be crazy places, yes.
ever since you can eat Ags slightly
This guy's
more
buying
often.
Elder Titan eggs and stuff in pubs instead of everything.
Yeah, you can actually see there are 2 cores on Infamous higher net worth than the Alchemist now. And
Yeah.
even with the new Alchemist builds, it's still a hero that the net worth isn't worth as much in the late game.
And they don't have the Broodmother with them right now.
going
She's
so
down bottom,
fast.
pushing out.
And she
Gotta
can't
go.
get here either.
And like,
Oh, that
yeah,
ice
that's just
shard.
a free Roche to Infamous. It looks like down it goes. Aegis picked up by the Slark.
Oh, wait, hold up. Where's that
Let's
refresher?
go, Phil. Let's go, buddy.
TP out. Okay.
Oh, he didn't use it. He faked it.
Okay, who's got the refresher? It's our Magnus has it now.
No, someone else took it. Oh, no, they gave it to him now. They passed it
Yep.
over.
Wait, does that Tusk have a refresher queued up? No. Okay.
Solar Crest. Yeah. Okay. Well, now things feeling a little bit better for Infamous. The gold lead has swung in their favor. Double damage rune on Slark. This will be the last tier 2.
And they are just able to clear the whole base now.
I think I'd like to see Tusk pick up. Do you think Vlad's is a good pickup?
I think it's good for the team, but I
Yeah.
don't think Tusk can buy it.
Mag can be. Mag
You
can
think Mag
probably
buys
get
it?
it.
Or SD.
Yeah. It's super good with Slark.
Because I feel like with their lineup, like, it'd be really nice to have one. Especially it's like 50 minutes into the game.
Definitely.
That little Magnus pull. Zayed still able to make it back. Safe under the breath of Seneko. I almost said under the girth of Seneko. That was not the right word.
He's a girthy one.
It's a girthy oracle there.
Dude, that was
He's
a
got
chance
half to
right
him.
there to hit the false promise for tons of stacks.
Yeah.
You feel like obsessed with this min-max. Like, guys, I have so much agi. Let's fight.
Dude, do you know how hard it is to fight Slark when he's got like 30-something stacks?
You're not wrong.
It
It's
happens
just
against
such a
Wyvern,
funny, like, guys, they picked Slark because they picked Oracle. The stacks.
Did he go the talent on Slark? The
I mean,
Yeah, he
had
did.
to,
You
of
always
course.
go this,
Against
right?
an Oracle? Dude.
He has an Ag.
I'm just saying,
He
you
might
know,
take the other one.
technically speaking.
I think no matter. I feel like no matter what situation you're in, that at 80-second essence is insane.
it is. It is.
And I think
It's
you can
plus
see
80, right?
Yeah.
Or does it make it
It's
80?
plus
It's plus 80.
Plus
It
80.
used to be plus 2 minutes, right?
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
They've
got nerfed.
they've
Plus
nerfed it a
120.
lot.
Still insane.
plus 120.
Yeah.
You do see how good this diffusal item is, though, because this Slark is essentially 7-slotted, still has it in his inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how much value.
Really nice
there is
to
for this item right now.
cancel like potential
would you
Lincoln spheres. and-
consider replacing?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably. But I don't play carry.
I don't play carry. either.
Butterfly, I guess.
Butterfly, Scotty,
Scotty?
Satanic,
Scotty,
you know,
yeah.
there are options
There's
out
some
there.
nice luxury items out there.
But he might just want to own the Alchemist? I'm not sure, honestly.
I keep hearing Alex stun himself. it's like all of my pubs
Yep.
when the Alex on my team.
Even the Alchemist has on this now.
Wow.
That is never a good sign.
Wait. I think, okay, the ET has eggs now.
Yeah.
I saw BKB on the ET.
Yeah. It was in the bottom fight for Rax. He actually
Nice,
had
nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We go in. We get the perma-stun.
Oh, he got canceled.
Oh, it's a nice save, though. The lifestealer
Wait,
is
he
actually
misses
going to
RP?
live. No, he's down. KB on from Whisper, gets the kill on Blizzy, so they've gone 1 for 1. Navi looking for more. They'll find one. It's the Tusk.
All right, this is one of those times I almost want to rewind and see what the hell just happened.
Should we?
All
Should
right,
we
let's do
rewind
it.
for the
Life
first
Stealer.
time? David,
Let's go.
give us a rewind, dude.
This Lifestealer has 4 heroes on his team that can save him here.
All right, now careful. Not too much. Not too much.
Did they all get stomped? Is he too far forward? What happened?
Does he get half speed here, maybe?
Burrowed. The Yules cancel the RP.
Where's Slark?
Oh, he whipped the RP.
He whipped RP, yeah. That's Slark is
Oh,
that bottom.
Slark's bottom. Okay.
Yeah, he's just not even here.
All right.
Well, that explains it. All right, real time. Let's go. We figured it out.
Well, they
Ladies
just
and gentlemen, the power of
weren't there.
replays.
No blink on the Tusk. SD's too far away. We RP the air, and Slark's not there.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're going to ask me how Navi defends their base from this Aegis, that would be my answer.
Oh,
He's here, though. Chris Luck's ready to party. He wants a kill onto Zayats, but
he
will
should
be
start
forced
channeling.
back.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Magic.
The game's actually just over. If Slark's there and he clicks ulti on top of the Lifestealer, they're killing everything.
Oh, that's true.
It does make you wonder what the plan was for Infamous. Like, were they trying to do a split push play? Was he just farming and they thought they had an opportunity? Like,
It's interesting because Lifestealer was just bottom with bots, pushes the wave out, and then TP'd it up top to take the tier 2 and continue pressure.
I know people like to, you know, cut like the adjacent creep wave or something, but that was far. You know, that's the bot wave when he's top.
yeah. Yep. Chris Luck maybe in some trouble. Does get off the ulti, but now caught by another root.
He still has BKB teleport. But wow, that ulti's almost off cooldown, actually.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's crazy. He might actually get it again.
That's actually a really good synth now.
Yeah.
It's not something you ever buy for yourself, but then like in these situations, it's actually really good.
Then you just go back to playing like a maniac because he has ult again.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I'm always curious as like a caster in a situation like that when you see that team fight, who's to blame? Is it the Slark's fault? Is it the captain's fault? Is it whoever initiated
That's
fault?
definitely on the Slark because Lifestealer had already pushed bot.
Yeah.
Like, it's unnecessary.
It's like if you were to say, what's your reason for being there? There isn't really a great answer.
Yeah,
other than hitting creeps.
he just messed up, gave them an opening. They took it.
It's definitely just like a miscommunication,
Like-
wrong position. Like
I think like kudos to Navi for picking up quickly that they made the mistake. They're giving us a window here. Let's take it.
They probably saw him for a split second. and just went
Yeah.
for it.
no, Schofield not again. No, he's out.
Oh God,
That was pretty close, though.
Cliff.
He still has refresher shard,
Yeah.
so Infamous is like in a really good spot.
Aegis is despawn.
Oh.
He gets the stun.
Wow,
All right.
57 minutes. We took the long one here.
Yep. Fight in mid lane. 1A on this one.
Oh, wait, this is gone. Wait, Alchemist is in a bit of trouble, isn't he? Oh, they're going for that. Okay, all
Third
A
A on this.
Gives him a little reset. There's the Earth Splitter. Looks like they'll find the Oracle first alongside Schofield. Buyback onto the Magnus. Oracle holding it for now. Multiple fights here as they bring down the Shadow Demon in exchange for the Alk. Navi with 2 buybacks still remaining, so Infamous charging up now. Need to be a little bit careful. They block out Zayats, Force Staff.
They're still just so strong.
When they are 5v5ing,
Wait a second, what's happening at the
Shadow Demon and Elder
shenanigans.
Titan are having some
cutting?
shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all the buybacks now used by Navi. Back to a 5v5. Huge economic damage.
Dude, there's still 2 RPs.
Yeah. Again, late game Dota, whoever gets initiated on is probably.
I was gonna say both teams are playing really well, like focusing the right targets at the start of each fight. Like Oracle's getting gone on and Magnus is getting gone on.
Yeah.
And then they're both just buying back after the EM disc.
Oh, they're going to find one. Blizzy, Force Staff back up to the high ground, but they want to commit. Yule Scepter buys him some time. Instant stun. He's down. Does have a buyback remaining, though. Back to the
RP.
5v5.
Second RP? No, doesn't need
They've
it.
got the Brood. She also has a buyback.
Oh, this
He's
is
actually
so
for
rough.
RP skewer right now. He has RP.
Infamous starting to do it. Buyback now onto the Brood. Lifestealer, he has not a care in the world right now. He's just going mano with that Alchemist.
Still his BKB.
They know where Magnus is.
Alk ulti's down. It's going to be Magus here.
Sand King desperately trying to get back in and delay things. Will throw his body for the cause. They get a kill on Stinger, so at least it's a trade. But Navi with Mega is getting relegated back towards their well.
The Eon Disc got Alk. Oh, couldn't get one punched.
Oh, they actually.
Oh, it's not Megas yet, actually. There's still a barracks standing. I'm sorry. Just about to be
They should
Megas
take
now.
this, though.
Yeah, they've got it.
Alchemist cannot fight without his ultimate. It's back up now. So this probably looks to cut it out.
Feels like Alchemist just can't fight in general.
No,
Oh,
he can do
God.
this.
Oh, they jump in onto the Slark. Okay. Yeah, I'm eating my words. They'll kill Whisper as well.
Ah, they have buyback.
The thing about this Alchemist build, they don't have this Octarine core anymore, so there's a lot more downtime involved.
Oh, yeah.
When you pop the ulti, you are one of the highest DPS, like raw right-click DPS heroes. in the game.
Literally the highest potential DPS.
It's probably literally the highest.
It's the
yeah.
highest. Over like PA with 6 rapiers. Alk is ridiculous.
Wait, what about an Ursa?
It's still higher.
It's only like 6 auto attacks.
How long are we talking about?
You're asking the right questions here. I like
Technically,
that.
it's infinite scaling.
What is?
Yeah.
The Ursa, you give him enough time to keep
Pudge
hitting.
with infinite flesh sheets probably does.
Oh,
more
you mean the
damage,
Fury
too.
swipes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'm just being stupid. I'm
All right.
I'm an ability draft player.
That was
here.
so dumb, even Jenkins didn't get it, dude. That was-
So yeah, Navi has this window. Every time Alchemist has ulti up, it's a perma-stun someone, and they're dead. But Infamous has 4 heroes with saves now. They can RP over the top, Snowball, Shadow Dance.
You know what I'm surprised about? I feel like at this stage of the game, this is where you replace your diffusal for nullifier.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could be really strong.
it's a great item.
An underloved item, it feels like. Still
Yeah.
don't see it in that many games.
I mean, sometimes it feels really bad to pick up, but like you're against 3 Aeon Discs, right? This feels like the moment you pick it up.
I feel like
Why does
most
this
of the
Lifestealer
time-
have a backpack?
have a backpack?
You got an Aeon Disc pack.
Well, you know,
Why not?
I guess he's gonna use it.
He's finally
Yeah.
ditched
He's
the
gonna
diffusal.
drag it in when he uses Rage after his BKB. His second Rage, he's gonna drag it in and then have the Eon Disc
Oh,
and then
that's-
another Rage.
That's hype.
It's got-
shouldn't he
Wait.
buy an accent though? Then there's just 5 saves on the team.
I guess
Almost overkill at that point. But
I-
yeah.
No, that'd be kind of cool.
he has
though.
a Moon Shard.
I've-
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen a Lifestealer with Ag.
I mean, what about just
save
Refresher
team?
instead? You just refresh the BKB and your Rage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
that's
that
fine.
just sounds a lot better.
Also
40,
good.
40 seconds of magic.
And
immunity,
Abyssal,
you
and
know?
Abyssal.
It's okay.
I mean, realistically, Refresher sounds the best. This might be like the time to replace Radiance with the Nullifier too.
Yeah.
Another refresher.
At
And
this
Magnus.
point,
I meant to say another Roche, and I said refresher because it popped up. Another Roche.
It is another
refresher.
refresher though on Scofield.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this, Roche 5 now?
Yeah, this is fun.
Should be Ags on the SD, right?
SD Ag's so good.
Gives what, 3 charges?
Three
Makes
charges
it
and
break.
it
You can
breaks.
actually blow
Yeah.
people up with this. It's so good.
So he can break the Brood passive, Alchemist passive, Eldritch Titan passive. That's really important.
Yeah.
That's a good one to break. Yeah. That's huge actually.
I think for the most part, though, this Brood can't really play anymore
yeah.
because he's just going to get chain purged and RP'd. He's going to have a really bad time.
Oh, that's why he has the Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
And an Aeon Disc.
I mean, again, Purge just gets rid of Aeon Disc, though, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the interaction?
Yeah,
Just
it instantly purges.
cleanses it? Yeah.
Yep.
So now Navi has like 4 Aeon Discs on their team that all shouldn't really work.
The new SDLTs so frustrating to play against if you're like a Ghost Scepter hero.
It even gets rid of the Eon Disc buff?
Yep.
Eon Disc doesn't pop and then get rid of the...
Nah.
I don't think so.
Oh,
wow.
I think SDLTs.
I was just about to bring that up, and Andrew actually corrected our pronunciation. I think that was his way of telling us to pronounce
Eon
Eon.
Disc?
It's Eon, right?
It is Eon
Yeah.
Disc, I believe.
Didn't Ice Frog confirm
Oh,
that?
jumping in. Eon Disc. Pop.
One disc. One disc.
Another one
2
pop.
discs.
All right. They're just
Now
playing
it's-
Frisbee
okay.
over here.
Oh,
The third
Wait.
Eon Disc.
Nothing like tossing the old disc around.
hey, tip of stacks.
Let's see if they can kill this Alchemist. No, wait, there's a false promise. Oh, he's dead. Okay. No buyback on that Alch. No buy. Oh, they do the buyback on Zayet's.
Wait,
Magical
they got
on the
Mag.
run.
Magnus is dead.
Magnus is dead.
That's huge.
That's interesting, but I still don't see
I don't know if
Navi
it's
winning.
enough.
All of their damage comes from this Alchemist.
You could just BKB and go throne right now, couldn't you?
I think so. I think that's what they're going to do.
I mean, you
Scratch
say it's
him
all
down
on them,
bottom.
but you're right.
just hit it.
It's all on up.
Throne goes down.
That's it.
Okay, Infamous will finish it off. And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, good for them. That's awesome.
That is incredible. Well, now I saw
Proud
why
of
that
them.
game was
Yeah.
selected for us to cover today. Infamous taking a win over Navi.
Yep.
A long game, but pretty exciting to see them farm the late game against an Alchemist.
Yeah,